With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
There's no rest to my shutting down. Whenever I got your money up.
Here we go. Set. Mustang night. 65 6. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now they'll change things up.
30-yard line.
Warriors 70.
Second and 1. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He was looking for Ken Walker that time. And it's third and short. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Ready. 68.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. The Seahawks are 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
Ready. Liking 8.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Get it. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Second and 13. Walker with a grab, left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
70 Lions. Pioneer.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Got it. Ready?
To throw, it's Milton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Let's go. 19, let's go.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he's blitz coming, and down he goes. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot. Picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Viking 18. Warriors 70. Hut, hut.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it. We'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want the Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
To throw is Milton. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On the draw, here's Blue. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Mustang, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Milton. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Get it. Cougar 19. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Go! Cowboy 80!
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Come on. Set. Back on. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll drop to throw. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll audible to something else. Here's 2nd and 8. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Okuebu now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Here's Milton. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. He's throwing a good one, and it's caught. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Brings up 3rd and
5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they're saying it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
79 Broncos. Hurt. 19 Lions.
Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 42 yards. And the Seahawks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
21. Cowboys 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, finding Smith-Njigba. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Next to score, Seahawks 28, Cowboys 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
If you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ready, set.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Seven Pirates.
Now Milton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Milton now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Boye Mafe able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. A tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. They'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing is Milton. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Van Rory. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
18 rattling. Trap 60.
They're going to look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Devontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Donovan Ezeraku able to record his 5th sack of the season. Third and 19.
65. Get it. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
To kick off for Seattle.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here we go. Here we go.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Interception.
Okay, ready?
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. at the 25-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's taken in by Arroyo. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Go.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score is Seahawks 42, Cowboys 3. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here we go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Panther 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
To throw, it's Milton. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner?
And that one complete downfield to Cup. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Cooper Kupp, 66 yards. And the Seahawks have got it on cruise control.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They go with Blue between the tackles. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Milton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Blue. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
18, 5 in. 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Go.
A pitch comes to Walker. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Seahawks.
65,
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Seahawks 56, Cowboys 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here we go.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On the go. Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready.
2nd and 11 now.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to cut complete. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard
60
line.
Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Drop 50. Drop 50. 18. Radley. 18.
Now back to throw. Completed out left to Downs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I'd expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Smith and Jigba with the grab.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 39 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Cup 19.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
But throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
60 Eagles, 60, Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll set up to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away.
facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, and a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Here we go, strike. 19, Tiger. Cup 19. Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Let's go now.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. And the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Mustang 19.
Now Milton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Flushed out right. That's complete. It's Okulebanon. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
18, Pioneer, go! Ready.
Here's Milton. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Milton. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Throwing is Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these swing, trying to get some momentum going.
Well, it was him as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Let's go now. Ready?
Here's Milton now to throw. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's a quarterback sneak. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that went off the mark. A little late with the throw. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Ready? Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Yeah. Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all from that point.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the early struggles continue as